Passing, okay? I'm guilty, probably all the coaches are guilty, that not enough time is spent on passing. And yet passing can be a huge difference to make it easier for your team. Okay? And two reasons I believe when you watch kids pass when they're younger that make it difficult is they're so used to just doing this. Right from the chest, straight out. Well, again, let's be honest. In a game setting, how often can I do this? Right? Because there's probably one, if not two or three girls flocking over at me as I'm trying to pass like this. Okay? Aiden, can you come on up here for a second? So what we talk about, number one for passing, is you want to step towards your target. Just come right up close to me. Okay? So, if I'm going to pass, okay, I can't do this because he's right there. And let's be honest, that's where the defense is going to be. So we want to take a big step. Okay? So now, all of a sudden, I'm right here. Okay? And I'm going to step around him. Too many times people want to just step forward. Okay? And they don't realize that taking a step sometimes is getting here, so that now if he's going to try to block the pass, he's going to have to follow me. And my foot, so what we talk about is take that big step so that your foot is at least even with his. Okay? Now, if they're shorter, they'll be a shorter defender anyways. They can still do the same thing. Okay? Or I could be this way. But my foot is still there. And now I can push the ball. Okay? So it's a big step forward. Monkey in the middle is a great game for this. So it's Aiden's on defense, there's a guy over there, my teammate, and you got to pass. Okay? And it's going to be step, passing the ball, and then Aiden runs over to that person and guards them, and then they pass it. And you can make certain rules that you have to wait 2 seconds till you can pass the ball. That way it gives Aiden time to challenge the ball. The other thing this game is good for is a lot of times what do players do? They get the ball, and Aiden comes right up on me, and I go back this way. Again, we always tell the kids, once you step back and you got your weight going back, you are done. You are done. Because Aiden, good defense or not, is going to be on me like crazy, right? So there's no way for me to get back up. There. So now what happens is I keep doing this, right? And I just throw it up. So we really work on your kids. Don't retreat. Once you retreat, you're done. It's hard to recover. But get the ball, and we'll talk about like gripping and stuff like that in a little bit. But now, you take that big step and pass the ball. The other one, I think number 2, is to snap that wrist. Get a good wrist snap. A lot of times kids, when they pass, they just kind of pop it out there. You really want to snap those wrists so that your thumbs are pointing down. Snap the wrist. It will get more power. The other thing we talk about too is that step will help you get more power to get it to the receiver. I think a great drill for this is a simple 5-star. Is everyone familiar with the 5-star? Everyone? Everyone want me to demonstrate? Okay. So basically what you have is Eden, why don't you come here? Drew, come here. Travis, go up there. Shania, come up here.
Your perspective's different.
So here's your star. Okay? You're going to pass. Now, again, you may want to hold your positions the first time. If you try to have kids run, then you're going to get kids up the head. It'll be crazy. Okay? So just have them hold the positions. Basically what you're going to do is you tell your team, you skip the person to your right. So I'm going to skip Aiden, pass it to Shania. She skips Travis, passes it to Drew. Drew skips me, passes to Aiden, back to Travis, and now to me. Okay? So now when you do this, you've got passing it into a star. Okay? Now you can add on to that to say, okay, follow your pass. I'm always going to go wherever Shania is.
Cut behind.
Huh?
And cut behind.
And behind. Always go, yep, if I skip to my right, I go to the right. Okay? Now we're not gonna do that, but you can end up doing this. The other thing you can do is you can make this into a shooting one. Actually, so now we're gonna pass and follow. So I pass behind, you pass it, and then pass it. There should be one more person. I forgot there. 5-star, you need 6 if you're gonna move, because then that person fills it. Now, the last thing you can do is, well, this way, if you get really fancy, you can add 2 balls. And that's a good concentration. If you're going to do 2 balls, have them stay put. Okay? But maybe we follow everything. So now I go to Shania, to Drew, and now you can cut in for a layup. Pass him the ball, and he gets a layup. Okay? Pressure. It's only on video forever. All right. All right. But it's a great passing concentration drill. And you can do a lot of things. Like I said, you can do 2 balls. You can do 2 balls. And I'll tell you what, the kids love it. Because it's a good challenge. Okay? If you do 2 balls and you haven't ran this before, okay, hold on to the second ball. Once the pass gets to there and gets over to the second pass, then introduce the next ball. And then it should be going on the same path. Okay, as opposed to if you try to do it right away, I go pass and catch and pass, okay? So just wait on the second pass, you can introduce it. Number 3 with passing that I think it's hard for kids, and it's hard really at the high school level when you watch them, is pass where they're going to be, okay? I'm not a big fan of motion offense at this level because motion offense is dictated on getting a cut and timing. That person's got the screen down low and I pop out and I'm going to pass you the ball as you're popping out. Well, in reality, what happens? I pass the ball once they're to their spot. It's that diagramming thing. You pass the ball to this spot. Don't pass it before. And a lot of times they don't understand, they don't have the confidence, they haven't done it enough to pass where someone's going. Okay? Travis, I'm going to take you again. We'll leave Aiden out because if we have to shoot. But, all right, so a good drill here is simply going to be have a line somewhere up here and start up here at the 3-point line. You're going to walk down to the block and then you're going to cut hard back to the 3-point line. And I'm going to pass the ball, but now I want him to jump and catch and land on the 3-point line at the same time. That's what you're telling this person up. Pass it so that he catches it above the 3-point line. So if he does it again, he goes down. Now pass it now. Okay? Now, you'll get passes that are thrown when they get to the block. Okay? Little early things, Travis. Little early. Wait. Okay? But again, have them work on it. It's a good, fun drill, and it's a challenging drill. And after a while, you'll find kids kind of getting the hang of it. Now, will they do it in a game? Probably not. But you're laying the foundation. You're laying the foundation for them to do that. And it just might happen in a game that they pass where they should be. Plus, it's good for the receiver to be taught, go get the ball. Too many receivers do this.
I'm open.
Yep. Or, ball's over there. I'm open. And they're just standing there. Okay? Yeah, they're open, but, move to the ball. Or just don't do this. You'll get that a lot. Or, it's a lot of energy to move literally 6 inches, But that's all stuff, as a coach, watch during practice. But that's a good drill, I think, to practice that the receiver go get the ball and practice the passer passing it to where they're going to go. Okay? And it gives them an idea where they're passing it to. If you don't use the 3-point line or a line, if you don't have a 3-point line in your gym, use a volleyball line. But they need some type of visual to where I'm going to pass it to. If you just tell a kid, pass it here. Oh. Maybe 3 kids can pass it here.